How's it going, superstars and divas? It is your favorite diva, Kate Sparks here, and I have your SmackDown results for November 26, 2015. Now, by the time you guys see this video, Thanksgiving will be over, so let me say happy belated Thanksgiving to you all. I hope you had an amazing holiday with your family and friends. Now, let's get to the results. Kicking off SmackDown, we had Roman Reigns. He comes down to the ring. He talks about growing up with his cousins, the Usos, jumping around the house, jumping on trampolines, and his dream of becoming the World Heavyweight Champion. And he said that his dream was finally accomplished, but it was ended by Sheamus with a bro kick. And as soon as he says Sheamus's name, the current WWE World Heavyweight Champion comes out to the ring. He starts taunting Roman, saying that Roman needs to get over it, that Roman is a walking Adele song and it needs to end. He needs to stop it. And Sheamus also talks about Roman going through his two battles with Alberto Del Rio and Dean Ambrose, and Sheamus making Roman's moment of becoming the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus's moment. And he said all Roman had to do was shake Triple H's hand, but we all know that when you shake Triple H's hand, it means more than just a handshake. It means that, you know, hey, I'm going to alliance myself with the authority. So, of course, a heel like Sheamus is going to say that's all it was a handshake. But anyway, once Sheamus, he cut a promo about on Roman Reigns about like not getting the title and everything, and saying that out TLC it will be his nightmare. It will be Roman Reigns' nightmare. So Roman retaliates and says, well, here is your nightmare. And he describes what he's going to do to him at TLC. He says he's going to break Sheamus' back with a chair. He's going to powerbomb Sheamus through a table, and then finally climb up the ladder to retrieve his WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So it's going to be a very, very awesome match, and I am excited for it. I cannot wait to see it. The first match of the night we had, it was between the Dudley Boys versus Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman. This was a very, very great match, but in the end, the Dudley Boys, they defeat Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman with a disqualification because the other two members of the Wyatt family, they interfered, as I had a feeling they were going to do. But at the end, the Wyatt family, the numbers got to the Dudleys. The Wyatt family, they take out both Bubba Ray and Devon. Braun Strowman, he puts Devon in that sleeper hold that he does until Devon passes out, and they put them through tables. So it looks like the tables, they were used against the Dudleys rather than for the Dudleys. The second match we had, it was a Divas match between Paige and Becky Lynch. This was an awesome match as well. I love seeing these two battle it out in the ring. In the end, Paige, it looked like that she was going to use the ropes to help her. But in the end, she rolled up Becky Lynch. She gets the 1, she gets the 2, she gets the 3. Paige rolls up Becky Lynch and gets the W. And she quickly gets out of the ring because she knew that Becky Lynch was not going to be happy about that result. And next, we had a backstage segment. It was the tag team champions, The New Day, with Team Bad, Sasha Banks, Naomi, and Tamina. It was a very, very funny segment. We also had some appearances by Heath Slater. He brought some Slater Slaw, as he likes to call it, but it turns out that there was a Band-Aid in the coleslaw. Ew, that's gross. That's gross. That's gross. So nobody wanted that coleslaw at all. Next, we had an appearance by Adam Rose. They're like, you know, I thought you didn't like parties anymore. He gives them a pot, and he says it's rabbit stew, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what that was leaning to. And the stew, it also spills on Kofi, but they're like, Oh, that was the rabbit. You did that to the rabbit. We don't want this. We don't want this. But he was already gone. And next, they turn around, and there is the Ascension. And they say, "What do you guys want?" And they say, like, they want destruction and desolation. But they didn't bring anything to the potluck, so they're like, you know what? You guys didn't bring anything, so you have to go. So they kick out the Ascension. And, you know, you only see Kofi Kingston and Big E, so you're wondering, where is Xavier? And when they turn around again, there is the Gobbledygooker, which is his anniversary tonight, or last night. And turns out the Gobbledygooker was Xavier Woods, and Xavier says he's going to go around and spread some holiday joy backstage. So, after that segment, we had a match between Jack Swagger versus the WWE United States Champion, Alberto Del Rio. This was a supreme great match. Sadly, it ended with a disqualification on Alberto Del Rio's part. So, Jack Swagger, he was able to get that win. And this was due to Alberto using a chair on the outside of the ring. He continued to attack Jack Swagger with the chair, but Jack Swagger, he retaliates, grabs the chair, and he attacks Alberto Del Rio with that same chair. And that gives Jack Swagger the momentum when Zeb Coulter and Alberto Del Rio retreat to the back. After this match, we see the Usos. They are having a conversation and everything. And the Gobbledygooker comes up to them and wishes them a happy Thanksgiving. And when the Gobbledygooker walks away, turns out the Usos say they have a plan. So if the Usos are having a plan, it has to be something really, really good. So I'm excited to see what that plan is. Next match we have, it is a tag team match between the WWE Tag Team Champions, The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Big E, versus the Lucha Dragons. I love this match. I love seeing Kalisto and Sikara just fly around the ring doing these amazing flips and maneuvers that they do. And at the end of this match, Kofi Kingston, he was trying to use the ropes like Paige tried to attempt to do earlier, but Kofi actually began to use the ropes, but his legs are pushed off by the Gobbledygooker, who was in the New Day's corner throughout the entire match. Kofi, he is confused as why the Gobbledygooker did it, because, you know, they're saying, like, you're supposed to be on our team. Xavier, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you're not supposed to be helping the Lucha Dragons. But while Kofi Kingston is distracted, Kalisto connects with his finisher, Salida del Sol, and he gets the 1, he gets the 2, he gets the 3. The Lucha Dragons win the match. They get the W. So, at the end of this match, Big E and Kofi Kingston, they are confused. They are so confused because they don't understand why the Gobbledygooker just helped the Lucha Dragons win the match. And while they're trying to understand it, they hear a noise. They hear a horn coming from the ramp, and they see Jimmy Uso coming out with a half-naked, tied-up Xavier Woods. And Xavier, he's yelling through the tape and everything, and Jimmy, he rips off the tape, and he blows the horn in Xavier's face. Xavier falls down to the ground. He is pushed down the ramp, and Big E and Kofi, they're finally like, wait a minute, if Xavier is up there, who's in the Gobbledygooker? And it turns out that the Gobbledygooker is Jey Uso. So that was a very, very big surprise. That was the plan that they had. So I was excited to see Jey Uso. And they were able to, the Usos, they were able to get their share of New Day beatdowns. And when Jey Uso connected with a splash to Xavier Woods after Kofi Kingston and Big E are taken out. So that was an extreme great match right there. Well, not a match, but it was great. It was funny to see. And finally, we had a backstage interview with Renee Young. She interviews Dean Ambrose about his upcoming match. This match, the upcoming match, is for the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Dean Ambrose, he's like, I'm not a betting man, but if I was to bet tonight, and he just leaves us hanging, so it seems like he's very confident going into this match. So the main event, as I said, it is a triple threat match between Dean Ambrose, Tyler Breeze, and Dolph Ziggler for the #1 contendership for the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. This was a lot of close calls. We also had the Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens on commentary, talking smack about all of them, all of the contenders, saying like it doesn't matter who wins because they have to face me, and this and this and that and that. And this, like I said, there was a lot of close calls in this match. Ziggler actually connected with his zigzag to Dean Ambrose, but Tyler Breeze, he breaks it up. Tyler Breeze and Dolph Ziggler, they start getting into a fight. And Tyler Breeze, he connects with his beauty shot, and then he goes for his unprettier, but he is caught by Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose connects with Dirty Deeds, and he gets the 1, he gets the 2, he gets the 3. Dean Ambrose is your #1 contender for the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship, and him and Kevin Owens will be facing off in 3 weeks at TLC for that title. So after this match, Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens, they have some words. Dean Ambrose, he gets really, really up in Kevin Owens' face. He actually shoves him back into the announcer's seat. Kevin Owens, he gets up, they get back in each other's face, but Kevin Owens is the first one to blink. He walks off with Dean Ambrose close behind, daring him to make a move, but at the end, Kevin Owens just continues to walk away. He says, not tonight, but we will do this. Like, yeah, you will do this in 3 weeks when you face Dean Ambrose for that Intercontinental Championship. So I am excited. I am super excited. I'm getting more excited to see this match between Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens, because it was a close call at Survivor Series for Dean Ambrose. So him getting this Intercontinental Championship and Roman Reigns getting the WWE World Heavyweight Championship back, it would be a awesome pay-per-view if they go with this angle. So the SmackDown ends with Kevin Owens walking all the way up to the ramp, and Dean Ambrose just watching him and smiling because he knows he got Kevin Owens right where he wants him. So out of 10, I give this show a 10 out of 10. There was some good Divas match. I was able to see my baby. I was able to see him win the match and become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. So I am excited like I said, I am excited to see TLC in 3 weeks. So this will be very, very good pay-per-view. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be more matches added to this list as the weeks go along. But for now, let me know what your reactions are in the comments below. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Until next time, everyone, I am K Sparks. Have a great weekend.